Good afternoon, Havel families. I hope this message finds you well. The purpose of me touching base with you today is to hopefully help explain the email that went out in regards to the temporary change in the grading policy. Now, this change is consistent with the Board of Ed policy, and the goal of this change is so that we can make sure that everyone is continuing to progress to the next grade level. In past years, you would have been receiving a third quarter report card this week. We will not be doing third quarter report cards. We will be doing progress reports, and you will be receiving your child's progress report next Friday, April 24th, to the email address that is listed in your child's PowerSchool Parent Portal account. Now, what does that progress report look like? So from January 20th until March 11th, our students were in front of the teachers. They were getting great instruction from them. Our hallways were filled. Students were learning. We were taking care of business. So during January 20th to March 11th, the students were here. So the teachers know where they were at. In fact, my 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th grade students, you have those grades in PowerSchool. So I'm going to talk to those students and those families first. So to my 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th grade families. If your child had earned a score of 60% or higher in those core content areas, then they'll get credit. If they did not have a score of 60% or higher, then they will have a score of no credit. What does that look like? Well, my Olivia I go into her PowerSchool account and I see that she had a 73% in math. She'll be getting credit on her progress report. But in science, she might have had a 58. If she has a 58, then she will have a score of no credit on her progress report. Additionally, if we have our students who were dependent readers, so they were really struggling with reading, they would receive no credit in the area of reading. If you were progressing and moving forward, then you would have a score of credit on your progress report that you'll be getting. Now, when we talk about this, we're going to say, but they didn't get a chance to make it up and they were absent. What about their absent work? We're going to work with the teachers. So I met with them this morning and we talked about everyone has a unique circumstance, and some of our students had missing work that they didn't have a chance to turn back in. So if you have any questions in regards to that, go directly to your child's teacher. They will be able to touch base with you on what that would look like individually for each parent and for each situation, each child. Kindergarten, 1st, and 2nd grade families. Your report card used to be a score of 1, 2, 3, or 4, and it still is. But since we are not doing report card grades and we're doing progress reports, here's how that kind of translates over. If your child would have been a score of 3, which is developing, so a 3, a 2, or a 1, that translates to a score of a credit. If your child had a 4, which is an area of concern, then they would have a no credit. If your child was dependent in the area of reading, very similar to what it was at the 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th grade level, then they would have a score of no credit as well. And you will be working with the classroom teacher for those who have an area of reading concern. Some of them might have IRPs. You'll be touching base with them as to what supplemental activities they can do just to kind of close that gap a little bit. It is our expectation that every student is on Schoology. So our teachers are transitioning. Next week, April 20th, they will be providing new content and curriculum online. If you don't have access, if you don't have technology means, if you're using an iPad and it's not working and you really would say, you know what, a laptop is better, you just let us know. I'm working with the district. We have technology that we are working on loaning out to families, but we just need to know your circumstance and how we can help. This is change. And with any change, we get a little nervous and we wonder how it's going to affect our child. First and foremost, your child's health and safety is the most important thing to us. The most important thing. At the end of the day, we don't want to see our children fail. We don't want to see them fall any more behind than they might be because they're not in front of their teacher. So our teachers are going to provide them opportunities with Schoology to continue to progress to the next grade level. It's not perfect. It's not perfect in this situation. The situation is we're doing the best we can with what we have. Our teachers are here for you. They will support you. They will work with your unique circumstances, and we will lift you up. We will help you. There is no gotcha. There's not a gotcha here from our Havel staff for our kids. We will support, we will lead, and we will figure this out together. So please don't let this be one more thing that you think, okay, now what are we gonna do? We're gonna do what we always do. We're gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure it out. We're gonna do what's best and what's right for kids. And any questions that you have, please let us know, talk to us, email me. We've got this. Because at the end of the day, seeing those smiling faces and getting those kisses goodnight from your kids, that's what's most important. So everything else, we can handle this right now. We've got it. All right, I love you guys a bunch, and I will hopefully see you all very soon, and reach out to me if you need anything whatsoever. Thank you.